that tire pops up. There it is.
What's up?
See how high it gets?
Yeah.
It's like insane. There's a lot of history around Mosquito Pass, and I'm a big fan of history. I think there's a lot you can learn from it. People say that if you don't read history, that the past is doomed to repeat itself, and I think that's true. The biggest thing for me is it gives me perspective. You learn a lot when you read about the lives and struggles of other people who came before you. And really, it just gives you perspective on your own life. And I think that's important, because then you start to realize that maybe you don't have it so bad after all. I don't think I've been bit yet at all.
Got the O positive, means they love me.
I wish there was a way to like make it faster to air down.
That's what this is for.
Yeah. When did you get that full-size spare?
When I bought these tires. I just found the cheapest one that they had.
And it was 33s and it fit underneath in the little thing down there?
Yeah, it fit. There's only like maybe that much space between the tire and the leaf spring, but...
Okay. What year is this?
2021.
Yeah, is that when they started doing the new bumper?
Yep. What do you guys think about debadging?
I like it. I honestly like the badging on. Are you filming me and I'm filming you again?
Not yet. I'm just playing with my camera. What do you guys typically set your pressure at though? I go down to about 24, 25.
When you air up though?
Oh, when I air up? About 35.
Yeah, I go down to 20 and then I'm at 35 when I'm driving and then 20 when I'm off-roading. Lily! There you are. You ready to bounce around in the truck? Bounce around the whole trip just so you can play for like 15 minutes? Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Get a piece of black tape and just cover that light. I don't want to go home till we find a gold nugget. I got a bike behind us, but he'll pass.
What's your feeling at the end of this?
Yeah.
Like, why come out here and do this?
Right? No, that's a good question, because whenever you do hard trails, at the end of it, you're just kind of glad to be off of it. You're like, oh man.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like running or doing anything else hard. When you're doing something hard, you kind of have this thought in the back of your mind of like, why am I doing this? This sucks. Is it like running in particular? For me, you're like 3 or 4 miles in, you're like, why? Why am I putting myself through this misery?
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are. Warren, are you pulling yours out or are you good to go?
Caleb already got out, so I was like, let's go do it. Well, at least they have a sign, even though it's on private property.
Yep.
So you can kind of look at what it says, London Mill.
Yep.
You can see it out there. Processed gold ore from mines high up in the London Mountain. A simple ore chute could not span the distance between the North Mine and the London Mill. Seek right up the mine. Colorado's first aerial tramway, which transported gold ore down to the mill starting in 1882. That's kind of cool.
That's cool. You can still see some of it up there.
Yeah, and it goes all the way down. It's nice up here. This is a nice, easy trail.
This is sweet. Yeah.
If we do Birdseye Gulch, though, it'll be a little harder.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. So far, it's just a kind of nice, relaxing, easy trail. Just tons of mines on this trail, all the way from. God, what's it? Oh my God, what is that town? Alma, all the way to Alma to Leadville. Just mines galore. We're gonna get the same shot. A little bumpier up on this little ledge. A lot of rocks. Whoa. 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 Alright, so while we're waiting for these fellas to come up this hill here, if you've ever done red cone, essentially this is how red cone is, like the whole trail. It's just this the whole time. And it's one of my favorite trails, but honestly it's kind of like, it's a rough little spot just because it just goes on like this forever, and it's kind of draining and it just beats your truck up. But still totally worth it, still super fun, definitely recommend. Truck does all the work, huh?
Yep, absolutely.
That was really anticlimactic.
It was. No lockers, no nothing. Just
No slipping.
This last stretch is going to take us up to the London mine. I haven't done much research on this mine actually, and I'm not really sure what to expect, but I'm excited. This pass connected the London mine all the way down to Leadville. And Leadville in the 1870s was the most famous silver mining camp in the world. And by the 1890s, it was the second largest city in all of Colorado, which is pretty crazy thinking of cities like Denver and Colorado Springs. Rough, huh? As we inch closer, the mine begins to show itself in the distance. Check out this sweet mine. Whatever this is, I think the mine is up here, and then you can see they have this little chute, and then that chute would transport the material all the way down into that valley where they would process it, I guess. Caleb bought his truck with this cover already on it, which is like cheating.
Yep.
Is that a gas can?
Didn't even charge me anymore.
He bought a gas can too. It looks like there's another chute up there. Look at that. There's like a huge gear right there. So something came up along that. This thing's cool. God, Lily's, she's such an adventurer. A little explorer dog. A little adventure doodle. Alright. Looks like some sort of rail here. Look at those guys up there, just jeeping. Dude, that's a cool little valley. Like it's like you can tell it looks like a pass, you know?
Yep.
That valley it's running through.
That's the kind of valley that needs like a lake in it, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess I would have chucked it up there and then lowered it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but it looks like there's something over there too. But they're digging out something over here, and then they're transporting it over here. Looks like they process it or something in this building. They do something to it, and then it comes down and it gets transported down right there. It goes down like 2 stories, and then they bring it all the way down into the valley. I mean, there's no remnants of much. You can see like rocks piled. I mean, that's man-made, all these rocks. And then I guess it just goes down like that. And then I don't know how they got it down this little steep spot here, but it goes all the way down to that little valley. Down to that London Mill, I think. I should go film Weston while he's filming me. Profitable gold strikes took years of labor and lots of luck. Optimists began tunneling the north side of London Mountain in 1874. 6 years later, they found enough gold, silver, and lead to make a handsome return on their investment. Let's see. Shortest route between Fairpaint and Leadville, 21 miles, used to be a toll road. 50 passengers a day, and then they abandoned it after the railroad hit. Fancy. After the mine, we head up to the top of the pass, which is roughly 13,100 feet. It's definitely starting to get hard to breathe up here.
I was just gonna say that trail looks like it would lead to a really nice campsite. You can handle the altitude. Alright, we'll keep it YouTube friendly.
Oh, don't stop talking just because I'm...
It's like a camera.
Yeah, you just gotta be yourself. Just be normal. Alright, so we made it to the top of Mosquito Pass. Looks like there's a little sign over here. Oh, look at that. What does this say? It's hard to even read it anymore. This thing is old. It says, imagine 6-horse teams pulling loaded wagons, passing each other during a summer snow. The year 1878, 80 timid passengers, certain they would find their gold in a halo instead of a hillside. Father Dyer traveling with 10-foot Norway snowshoes on nights hard snow to deliver the U.S. mail to Leadville. Crazy. Looks like there's like a weather station up there somewhere. So you can see like a bunch of mountains from here. So over there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, but way off in the distance you can see Pikes Peak. And then over to this side, you have some 14ers over there. I don't remember which ones those are called. Off way in the distance, kind of center frame, there's another one. And then I think it's Holy Cross over there. And then you have a bunch of jagged ones. They look like teeth over there with the little storm rolling in. You can just see all over the state from here. The top of the pass was amazing and the views were spectacular. It was also great weather. It wasn't too windy or stormy. I decided to wear one of my little Clint Eastwood ponchos from the movie that he was in back when I was a kid. I think it's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's surprisingly nice to have when you're camping. It's kind of like a jacket and a blanket all in one, or even a pillow. As we head down the pass, we'll be looking out for Birdseye Gulch, which should be on our right. Birdseye will be a little more difficult than Mosquito was, but I think we're all looking forward to something a little more difficult and challenging. kind of like a little tippy, you know? Alright, this is the turnoff for Birdseye Gulch down there. So Mosquito goes down that way to Leadville, and then we're gonna take this little detour down here. This trail's supposed to be a little harder, so we'll see. Have to come back and get the camera. Of course.
Getting wedged up on that rock. He didn't have enough clearance, but if he can get his tire on it, he'll be good. Got a little high centered there. You got your lockers on?
Missed that line.
Oh, got it. Had to use both lockers, not just the rear. There you go.
Yeah, he got it just right.
See, he knows his trick better than you.
Hey, it was one time. It only happened one time.
You showed me how.
Yeah, I did it, yeah.
That was kind of embarrassing though.
Yeah, I know. It's alright.
Got some good flex there.
It's another day in the office.
Yeah, it's a beautiful office.
That felt really smooth.
Yeah.
I'm sure it looked cool though. Oh. Oh, there's that back tire. Woo!
Straighten it up.
Dude, you're bouncing really high right now. That looks good. Whoa. That was high, man. Okay, best shot goes to Kate. Whoa, whoa. Jeez.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, you almost flipped over, man.
He's got a lot of confidence.
He does have a lot of confidence. Yeah, you came a little too much on the right. There, that tire pops up. There it is.
What's up?
See how high it gets? It's like insane. That'd be a great picture. Hey, just stay there real quick. I'm just kidding. I'll just screenshot the video. Little cattywampus. Hey guys, it's me again. I hope you're enjoying this elevator music. But real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video and you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing or leave a comment. It helps with the algorithm and all that stuff, so appreciate it. shot. This is a cool spot.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Oh, there he is. Oh, what a pro. One day I'll be that like that. How was it, buddy?
Definitely scraped a bit.
Yeah, I think I did too. I hear my tires squealing on something.
I got my front skid plate and then my rear diff.
Let's see, let's get this.
That was quite a ways back.
It was. That's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
So Weston
I wonder if that's half a mile or so.
Weston left his camera back at that little flooded rock garden. So now he ran all the way back there and we're just kind of like parked here on the trail. Oh, let me know if you guys can tell me what kind of tree this is. Let me flip this around. So I don't think this is a blue spruce. I know it has blue, but the needles aren't very sharp, so I think it's like a conifer. I think these are all conifers. They're not blue spruce trees, like Colorado blue spruce, because the needles are like not too, they're like slightly sharp, but not really. But I don't know. Usually the spruce trees have really sharp needles, and that's how you can tell them apart from each other. These are kind of soft. Like they don't really poke much. Yeah, that's a good shot.
What's your feeling at the end of this?
Yeah.
Like, why come out here and do this?
Right? No, that's a good question, because whenever you do hard trails, at the end of it, you're just kind of glad to be off of it. You're like, oh man.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like running or doing anything else hard. When you're doing something hard, you kind of have this thought in the back of your mind of like, why am I doing this? This sucks.
Yeah.
Like running in particular,
Yeah.
for me, you're like 3 or 4 miles in, you're like, why? Why am I putting myself through this misery?
Yeah.
But then you get done, you're like, oh, I'm glad I did that. Like that felt good.
You know, I think for us, especially, it's the filming too that really plays into it, because I really enjoy filming it all.
Yeah.
And then so I get to almost have like that fun again when I get back home, and I get to put my little movie together or whatever. And that's like a whole nother fun, that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like fun.
The hobby
time around.
continues.
Yeah, the hobby continues, right?
Yeah.
And this kind of stuff, it's just endless opportunity for filming and shooting photos. I mean, honestly, you have to be careful because there's just too much. And next thing you know, you'll be out here for hours because you're stopping constantly to film.
Yeah.
And so it's one of the only kind of hobbies that you could do that in, you know, where there's just so much opportunity to film stuff. So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.